They say these hallways are haunted, you guys. Hey guys,
Hey guys.
welcome back to our channel. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking it out. We got quite a bit in store in this video for you guys. I start off going to Albuquerque with one of my bros to go check out some rides. And then we have Valentine's Day. So I get some work done at the shop on a couple of different things. And then me and Mama Bear go out to dinner. So thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this video. And we hope you guys enjoy it. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, guys.
We've had kind of a long couple of days, but we're all right. It's Tuesday, and we have decided what is going to happen today. So after a lot of back and forth, by me only, of course, I finally decided that I'm going to head out to Albuquerque today. So I got a few things I need to be doing, and right now, that one makes the most sense. So I got these guys coming to pick me up, and we're going to cruise on out. So I'm going to bring back Mama Bear some B-dubs.
Yay!
I will try really hard not to forget that. But we got to go check out an auction real quick and maybe the junkyard. So these guys are coming out right now. And I'm going to roll. First stop. The lights off. The pulling over and putting in oil was a success. Getting into the town now, into the center.
Then arrive at your destination.
Oh, this doesn't look right. Somehow, I'm thinking we're misguided. This doesn't look right.
Oh look, this is the area from Breaking Bad.
Oh, wow. That was good. Okay, we need to get
You
some
have
better
arrived at
coordinates.
Albuquerque.
We need to get some better coordinates. That was some areas, Captain. I-40?
I-40. Alright, after we redirected again, we're heading to the right spot, I think. I'm gonna guess it's that right there where it says auction.
Yes.
Turn left, then turn left.
This is it right here. I recognize the car.
It's got the LS2.
82,000 miles on it.
Wow, really?
Nice.
This Lucerne's pretty nice. Here's what the Honda looks like, the CR-V, and then there's a Toyota RAV4. The RAV4 is more by like 500 bucks. This one, 4-wheel drive, the interior is clean, it doesn't look too bad. The only thing is some body damage on this side, which looks pretty crazy, but it's really not that bad. A few hours of work, some zip ties, a little buff job. It looks like this would be good. The interior is not so bad. The engine doesn't look too bad either, and it's front-wheel drive. The engine's clean, so it looks like it's a pretty decent ride for the price. Seems like there's quite a bit of room. Slides up.
That folds down. These folding down features.
That's cool. I guess it could use a little cleaning. Should be alright. Well, we stopped by this place, Route 66 Auctions. We checked out a few rides. There's a couple that I want. There's a really nice GTO over there, and there's also a Buick Lucerne. Pretty nice ride. But the CRV seems like a really good idea. Seems like there's a little bit of body damage, but body damage is easy. It started fine, it ran fine, and there have been no issues according to the paper that we were looking at that shows all of the known issues that have popped up since the vehicle has showed up. So sounds like it's kind of a good idea. Where's the auction at? The last time we checked, 7 something?
750.
750 bucks. Now that we have checked those out and got that out of the way, it's time to eat. This dude said he wanted to show me a pizza spot here in Albuquerque that I might like, so I'm down. We're gonna go head over and get some pizza. We're gonna cruise it all the way down to Central. There's always a lot to look at when you're cruising down the street during the day. When we were hanging out in the ER at U&M, this is where I got pizza a couple of times for us. He's gonna show me some pizza here, so it should be awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
It's gonna be good. Check this out. Crazy, bro. Nice little spot right here at the university. Right by the bookstore. We're done eating lunch and we are heading out. There's a little situation here. But we're cruising out now from the pizza joint. A lot of times on the videos I say, this is my bro, Labor. Well, this is Labor. Known him for a bit. He's from Virginia. What part?
Salem.
He's from Salem. So all of you watching from Salem, he's from that area.
So
Driven through there a few times. He calls everybody Captain. Why is that, Cap?
it's because I want people to live with intention and I want them to have a direction with where they're going. So I want them to captain up.
Yep, that's cool.
Let's get there.
So instead of just saying, hey bro, or whatever,
Yeah.
call people Captain, they start acting like one.
That's right. Hopefully.
The Rio looking a little low. Stopped by over here at Dutch Bros for a couple of Rebel drinks, and then we're gonna get back to Gallup. back into Gallup, a couple miles out by the casino. I've made it back to the house, and I gave Mama Bear the fried pickles and the Dutch Bros.
Thanks.
It was kind of awesome to finally go and bring that back for her. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, guys.
Today is February 14th.
Oh.
Today is Valen's birthday. And today's Valentine's Day. These guys are getting ready for school. Morning, Jackie, baby.
Good morning.
Yeah, these guys are getting ready for school now. Grandma's going to take them in for us. We're going to start on this red Mustang. Motor came out of it, so we can get this cleaned up and put back together. We're going to do suspension, drive shaft, all this. Then get ready for paint. Nice. This one's got all the accessories on it now. Most of them anyway. Those are some pretty nice valve covers. Today I'm back on this one. Something's wrong with the fuel injection. Before, when we would start it and you would hit the throttle on it, the RPMs would go up as they're supposed to. And then you took it for a test drive and then you brought it back. Then we had a problem with the horn and it not starting and then it not turning off. So I gotta figure this out. Alright, to start, I'm gonna plug this thing in and see what it says. Alright, this is what it seems to be having a problem with here. Alright, so this is set at 14.7, the air-fuel ratio. So it's 14.7 to 1, and somehow that's not what it's reading while it is on. He said earlier, the owner said earlier that the air-fuel ratio was pretty bad. It was like at 39 earlier, I guess. 39 to 1. So, a lot more air, no fuel. I'm going to see what is going on with this fuel injection system. Either the fuel injection system is not working, or it's not reading from the O2 sensors what it is. So, let me see what's up. That little clip to the O2 sensor is what I got to check. Alright, this may or may not be the problem. This plug goes to the O2 sensor, so I'll see what I can do with it, I guess. The O2 sensor relays info to the computer on the air-fuel mixture, and from there it will compensate what it needs to have the engine run alright. I couldn't find a fuel filter in here, so I let the owner know, and he's going to bring one by in a bit. While I'm waiting on that, I have to put a distributor in this thing. First thing we gotta do is make sure the number one cylinder is at top dead center. I figured out where this needs to go, so I think we're gonna set this at 6 degrees advanced, and then we'll start from there and adjust while it's running as needed. All right, new fuel filters in. Let's see if this thing will start up. I called tech support, and with a little help, I was able to determine that, or we were able to determine, this injector's not firing, and it might be leading to computer problems for it. So I'm going to swap that injector right now with one of the other ones and see if it's a wiring problem or an injector problem. All right, so this back injector is not firing. So I'm going to swap it out with that one, and we'll see if the problem is the injector or if the problem is the wiring. I got it to stay on, but I noticed the tach gauge isn't working. So somewhere it's not reading RPM. I've got this at 6 degrees, so that's where I'm going to set this distributor. A lot of times this will be set at 6 to 10 and even as far as 15 for initial, but I'm going to start at 6. Ford says 6, shop manuals say 10. So we'll start with this, and then we usually just advance it. On these older small block V8s, it's a lot better to start from initial base testing and then go from there and just start advancing. Like, you advance the timing 2 degrees at a time until it starts getting harder to crank, and then you back it up like 2 degrees. And usually you'll end up with like 36 degrees, which is crazy. But that's after you add the vacuum advance line back on the carburetor, and then you run the engine. After you tune it, you'll usually end up with around 34 to 36 degrees of timing. So starting off with 6 and no vacuum line hooked up to it is going to be all right. Here's a new distributor that's going on. First things first, I have to take this cap off, which will be these 4 little screws. They're spring loaded, so they're not actually that tight. They just kind of press in and turn. So I'll take these 4 off and pull the cap so we can set this rotor where it will be set at top dead center or 6 degrees off, and then we'll go from there. We've got it in and seated all the way. Normally, when this sits on here, this is the number 1 cylinder right there. So with this being the number 1 cylinder, that's where we want that little lead to be sitting when we take this off. And it seems to be right there. Cool. This one came off the red Mustang. This old aftermarket one is going on. I've got this one set to the same spot. Nice. This one we're going to work on tomorrow. I got to swap this engine out for a new one. Well, that was quite a long, productive day I had today. I came into the shop. I worked for 4 hours or so, and then I took off home for lunch. hung out with Mama Bear for a little bit, took care of some things there, and then I came back into town, went back to the shop for a bit, and now I'm heading back to the house. I'm going to stop at the truck stop right now for a Monster before I head home. I got the Monster. I'm going to head home now. I made it back to the house again, and before I take Mama Bear out anywhere, I have to cut my hair. I was about to cut all of this top off, and I was waiting for this part to grow long enough to where if I fade this, then I won't cut this part. Or, I mean, that way if I fade this and then cut this all off to be this height, it won't look weird if I just slick it back while it's growing back. But I made it to where I was like, nah, I'll just cut the side again. So I'm just going to cut the side again.
Okay, that's good.
Well, guys, I made it back to the house. I cut my hair real quick, and we're getting ready to take off into town. I don't know what we're going to do for Valentine's Day, but we're heading into town to see. Charm of yesterday, convenience of tomorrow. We have arrived at the El Rancho. We're gonna go check this out. We did mention that over here. The food was delicious.
It was very good. Thank you.
It took a long time to get there, but it was cool. We expected it already because it was crazy busy.
It was so busy, guys.
You are welcome,
I
Mama
think
Bear.
Brandon lost his appetite.
Yeah, I sat around too long.
Yeah.
My work appetite had worn off.
But all he said he wanted to do was take me out. And
Yeah, I
it
didn't
happened.
worry too much about eating or what I was eating or what I was not eating. I just wanted to spend the evening with Mama Bear somewhere we don't normally go. So we had a pretty good time.
Ton of fun.
They say these hallways are haunted, you guys.
And I said, honey, you took me to a haunted restaurant?
Sorry. I wonder how much these are. We stopped by to visit one of our bros, so we're heading out now. We're gonna head back to the house. We've had a nice night, had a nice dinner. Mama Bear hasn't visited our friends here since well before the accident, right after my brother's funeral, so it's nice to come by with her.
Yeah,
We unlocked the door.
very nice.
We're heading back to the house. Had a pretty nice night tonight.
Very awesome night.
The moon looks super cool.
Oh, the moon looks so awesome.
Well, it is about 15 minutes to midnight. We have just got home and we are getting ready for bed.
Everybody's sleeping.
Surprisingly, everybody fell asleep early tonight, I guess. Well, everybody fell asleep when they were supposed to tonight, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was crashed out and Buddy's
The doors
outside.
were locked.
Yeah, that was crazy. The doors were locked when we got back. And it was the day that I forgot my key. But we had a pretty good night. It just so happened to be that where we ended up eating tonight was pretty cool. It was a nice little spot here in town. Totally didn't expect the atmosphere. We did expect the wait, and we did expect it to be crowded, so that didn't bother us too much. The food was pretty good. I liked the chili. It wasn't as hot as I thought it was going to be, but it was pretty good.
I had some nachos. They were okay.
I liked the nachos.
I liked them. They're
I liked them.
nachos.
They were loaded nachos, so
They
there was a
were
bunch of wild stuff on it.
extra loaded with jalapenos and green chili, you know, everything.
I was going to go in and get the burger, like I always do, but I decided on a... I don't even know what it was called. What did they say it was called? What did they... It was, Maltaban. Something Ricardo.
Something, yeah.
It was
yeah,
the
Ricardo.
Ricardo. I don't know what the last name was. Maltaban.
Yeah.
But it was they. The dishes were named after. The entrees were named after like famous people that have stayed at the El Rancho. So the nachos that Mama had were the Duke's nachos.
The Duke.
John Wayne.
Oh,
And
John Wayne.
I was gonna get a burger, but like I said, I decided
I
on
think they had a John Wayne
getting
burger too.
the taco plate. That's the one I was gonna get.
Yeah.
Actually, there was the patty.
Oh, the Patty Page.
The Patty Page burger sounded pretty good.
That one sounded really good with sweet grilled onions
Mm-hmm.
and Swiss cheese.
Yeah. I forgot to get. Well, actually, I didn't forget. My phone died while we were in there goofing off, and I had a combo plate of sorts. There were some beef enchiladas on it. There were tacos, tostadas, beans, and rice, and it was pretty good. But we're tired now.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a long, quiet drive back. I totally expected Mama to fall asleep, but she stayed awake. The moon kept her up.
It really did.
It seemed like the moon was a lot bigger than normal tonight.
It was
Kind of like
big.
Bruce Almighty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of
loved
cool.
it.
Seemed like it was just for Valentine's Day.
Really?
There was also Fratelli's that we were going to check out,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we're cool with where we went.
Yeah.
We're going to crash out now. I got a long, busy day again tomorrow. I got
a surprise for me, you said.
Yeah, I got a long day tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow is as fruitful as I think it will be.
We shall see.
Good night, you guys.
Good night, guys.
Hope you all had an awesome
Sweet
Valentine's Day.
dreams.
Alright, you guys, that's going to be it for this video. We want to thank you guys again for stopping by and checking it out.
You guys take care and stay safe out there.
Have an awesome rest of your day.
Peace.
Later.